Welcome to Tommy's Puppet Lab. Enjoy the show. Before we get started with this tutorial, I just want to cover some safety. Knives and scissors are very sharp and pointy, so please get an adult to help you. Always cut away from yourself, never towards yourself. And that includes your fingers. When using hot glue, always wear gloves to protect yourself from burns. Never touch the tip, so please be very careful with this. And I highly recommend adult supervision. Alright, let's start.
Sheet of cardboard, draw a circle with wings. Cut out your design when you are finished. Make sure both wings are exactly the same. I traced over my wing and made a duplicate, so now I'm just going to glue it together. I'm actually going to draw a larger circle. Now cut a styrofoam ball in half and place it on the circle.
Okay, so now it is time to start adding paper mache. So I'm going to show you how to make the glue solution. You will need white glue and you're going to need some water. You'll also need a container and a large paintbrush, whatever size works for you. You need to mix 1 part water and 1 part white glue. So what I mean by that is if you're going to use 1 cup of water, you will add 1 cup of white glue. 2 cups of water, 2 cups of white glue. That's what 1 part water and 1 part glue means. So I'm going to do that right now. So I got this little measuring cup here. So we're going to start off by adding 1 part water. So we're going to pour that into the container. And now we need to add 1 cup of white glue. I'm going to do that. Now you're going to mix your solution. You're going to keep mixing it until it is one smooth solution. Okay, so that should be good enough. So now we have our mixture.
Now fold some toilet or tissue paper over the wings and place it on top. Now cover the badge completely with tissue or toilet paper and 1 part water and 1 part white glue solution. Make sure it is completely covered and dry before the next step. Smooth down any rough or bumpy areas. Draw the Pokeball design with a Sharpie before we start painting it. Paint the wings gold and the top of the Pokeball. Paint the Pokeball white. And the center dot will be red.
A large styrofoam ball. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. This can be very tricky. Get an adult to help you. We're only going to need 1. Now we're just going to draw the wings on. I'm going to cut this out, I'm going to trace over it, and I'm going to make myself another one. Okay, so now I need to glue the wings onto this styrofoam ball we cut. So I'll just put the wings together like this and then put the ball right on top. I'm going to use hot glue. So these things are very hot. Please wear gloves to protect yourself from burns. So now we're going to put paper mache on this. So I'm going to detail it using strips of toilet paper. You can use tissue paper. I use toilet paper because it works really well. And you're going to mix 1 part water, 1 part white glue. That's your solution. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to cut out some, so we're just going to Okay, so we're going to draw this design on. Don't worry about the white part there because I made a mistake. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to add just a little more detail. So we're going to cut some ridges into here. So we're just going to cut some gaps into here, here and there, and do the same thing on the top as well. Alright, so I already cut the openings here, and then I already detailed the inside of this badge. So now I'm just going to attach some very tiny pieces of styrofoam. So you're going to put 1 small piece of styrofoam on the top and bottom, and we're going to scrunch the rest into a tiny ball of tissue. So you should have something that looks like this. So now I'm just going to put a small ball there, 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 and there. And then we'll be ready to just keep putting paper mache and smooth it until it's all finished. So just like that. So I just scrunched the tissue into a tiny ball and just put it here and there. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side and then cover it up completely. Alright, we're going to let this dry. I think I'm going to adjust this so it's not so big. But yeah, we're just going to let this dry before we move on to the next step. Okay, then cover up the other side of the badge. Now it is time to paint the badge. Now you will need a safety pin, and we're going to hot glue it to the back of this badge.